Number 1. The 1986 Mercury Grand Marquis LS Sedan 4-door, priced at just $6,000, and it's located in Plano, Texas. This full-size luxury sedan from the 1980s is showing around 100,000 miles on the odometer. It's powered by Ford's reliable 5.0-liter V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission that makes it smooth and easy to drive. According to the seller, this Mercury runs and drives well, so it's not just a driveway ornament. It's a car you can actually enjoy on the road today. Even better, it comes with a clean title, which is always a good sign when you're considering a classic like this. That means no headaches with paperwork or hidden ownership issues. The big highlight here is the condition. The seller calls it mint, and for a car that's nearly 40 years old, that's something worth noting. These Grand Marquis sedans were known for their comfort, their roomy interiors, and that soft, floaty ride quality that defined luxury cars of the era. The LS trim in particular brought extra touches of refinement, upgraded materials, a little more attention to detail, and the kind of plush seating that makes you feel like you're riding in a lounge chair on wheels. On the outside, the design screams classic 1980s American luxury. A big, boxy body with sharp edges, chrome accents, and a commanding road presence. It's the kind of car that turns heads, not because it's flashy, but because it represents a style of automobile we just don't see anymore. For collectors, this is the type of car that makes a great addition to a vintage lineup. For someone who just wants a unique daily driver or a weekend cruiser, it's equally appealing. At $6,000, it's priced as an accessible entry point into classic ownership, especially when you consider the condition and the fact that it runs and drives today. So, if you've been searching for a clean, comfortable, and stylish ride that takes you back to the golden age of American full-size sedans, this 1986 Mercury Grand Marquis LS in Plano, Texas, could be the one. Number 2. The 1977 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Coupe 2-door, listed at just $7,500 and located in Weimar, Texas. This is the iconic C3 generation Corvette, a car that truly defined American sports cars throughout the 1970s. Showing just 17,757 miles, this Stingray is paired with an automatic transmission and, according to the seller, runs and drives well. It can comfortably cruise at 65 miles per hour, shifting smoothly through all gears. Under the hood, it's believed to have the stock 350 cubic inch V8 engine, equipped with a true dual exhaust. The transmission is a 3-speed automatic, likely the TH350 or possibly the TH400. The seller notes it's the L48 engine with a 4-bolt main, which was one of the most dependable versions offered at the time. This Corvette also comes with some recent upgrades, including brand new tires and a brand new battery, meaning you won't have to worry about immediate replacements in those key areas. Now, like many classics, it does come with a few quirks. The key start and horn currently don't function, but the seller has installed a push-button start to keep it running. The headlights work, but they no longer flip up, since they used to operate correctly. The issue is likely fixable with some mechanical attention. It also features removable T-tops, which really add to the fun factor of the Stingray, letting you enjoy that open-air experience on nice days. There is some Bondo and rust around the door jams, but the seller mentions it doesn't affect functionality. The good news is this Corvette comes with a clean and clear Texas Blue title in hand. The seller isn't looking for trades, so it's a straightforward purchase for anyone interested. Overall, for $7,500, this 1977 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C3 offers a chance to own one of the most recognizable American sports cars of its era. With a solid running V8, fresh tires, T-tops, and that classic Stingray style, it's an affordable entry point into the Corvette world. with just a little work needed to bring it back to full glory on the streets. Number 3. The 1965 Plymouth Barracuda, listed at $7,500 and located in Frankfort, Indiana. This first-generation Barracuda is a piece of muscle car history. Introduced in the mid-1960s, the Barracuda was Plymouth's answer to the growing pony car movement, and it quickly carved out its own identity thanks to its distinctive fastback styling and wraparound rear glass. This particular example shows around 90,000 miles on the odometer and is equipped with an automatic transmission. Under the hood, it's running Chrysler's dependable slant 6 engine, paired with 4-barrel carburetor, delivering surprising punch for a 6-cylinder. The setup is controlled by a floor-mounted automatic shifter, which adds to that sporty driving feel. While most people think of Barracudas as V8 powered muscle machines, the Slant 6 version offers something unique. These engines are known for their rugged durability, smooth operation, and ease of maintenance. For many collectors, finding a clean Slant 6 Barracuda is just as exciting because it represents a more accessible side of Plymouth's pony car history. The body style on the 1965 model year is unmistakable. With its long, fastback roofline, large rear glass, and compact proportions, it had a look unlike anything else on the road at the time. Even today, it's a head-turner at car shows, with styling that stand apart from Mustangs and Camaros of the same era. Priced at $7,500, this Barracuda represents an affordable entry into the classic car market. Whether you're a Mopar enthusiast, a first-time collector, or someone who wants a project with loads of potential, this car could be the perfect fit. With only minor restoration, it has the bones to become a reliable weekend cruiser, or even a solid base for a more ambitious build. So, if you've been hunting for a piece of Mopar history at a price that won't break the bank, this 1965 Plymouth Barracuda in Frankfort, Indiana, deserves a closer look. With its Slant 6 engine, floor-shifted automatic, and classic fastback styling, it's a time capsule from the golden age of American cars. Number 4. The 1978 Ford LTD Sedan Landau Edition, listed at $8,200 and located in Centereach, New York. Now, let's start with the numbers. This LTD shows only 37,000 miles on the odometer. For a car that's nearly 50 years old, that kind of mileage is incredibly low. It tells us this car hasn't been overworked, and it likely spent most of its life carefully stored or used only sparingly. That's a big plus for any collector or classic car enthusiast. Under the hood, this LTD is powered by Ford's 400 cubic inch V8 engine with a 2-barrel carburetor. In the late 1970s, the LTD was all about delivering smooth, comfortable performance rather than raw speed, and the 400 V8 was a perfect fit. It provides strong torque, an easygoing driving experience, and the kind of relaxed cruising ability these big-body sedans were famous for. Step inside, and you'll find a silver and gray interior that matches the exterior finish beautifully. The Landau Edition was the upscale trim, and that means this car comes with plenty of creature comforts for its time. We're talking power windows, power locks, and a power seat, giving drivers and passengers a level of convenience that was ahead of its era. On top of that, you get an AM/FM 8-track stereo system and cruise control, making this feel like a true luxury car of the late 70s. The seller describes the car as being in great shape overall. It rides on a set of stylish wheels that complement its long, squared-off body lines. The Landau trim also adds its own touches of refinement, giving the LTD an elegant look that sets it apart from more basic sedans of the period. What really makes this car appealing is how it represents a very specific moment in American automotive history. By 1978, big sedans were still ruling the road, offering plenty of space, comfort, and road presence. The LTD was Ford's flagship in that segment, known for being dependable, family-friendly, and upscale enough to compete with rivals from Chevrolet and Chrysler. A survivor like this, with only 37,000 miles and such a well-kept presentation, is a rare sight today. At $8,200, this 1978 Ford LTD Landau Edition is priced as an accessible way to step into classic full-size ownership. Whether you're looking for a collector's piece, a weekend cruiser, or simply a comfortable, stylish ride that takes you back to the golden age of American sedans, this car checks all the boxes. So, if you're anywhere near Centereach, New York, and you've been hunting for a clean classic with low miles, this LTD deserves a serious look. It's vintage Ford luxury, wrapped in a timeless design, and it's ready to hit the road once again. Number 5. The 1960 Dodge Dart Matador sedan, listed at $8,900 and located in Jefferson, Georgia. This car is a true time capsule from the early 1960s, back when Dodge was experimenting with bold styling and distinctive designs to stand out in the full-size market. The seller describes it as a good running example, showing only 36,000 miles on the odometer. Under the hood, you'll find a 361 cubic inch V8 engine paired with Chrysler's famous push-button 727 automatic transmission. That setup not only makes it unique, but also adds to the charm of driving a classic from this era. According to the seller, the car runs strong and has already received several important updates, including new brakes, new tires, a new battery, and fresh tune-up parts. So it's mechanically in great shape. This Dart has been given a static drop, which lowers the stance slightly, but the seller notes it still rides comfortably, making a stylish cruiser without sacrificing drivability. All the gauges work properly, and the car comes with good glass throughout, another sign that it's been well preserved. Like most classics, it's not without its imperfections. The seller points out some rust issues on the rear fender wells, as well as repairs to the rear pans. The paint shows its age, which is expected for a car that's over 6 decades old. But overall, the body is solid, and the character of the car remains intact. The 1960 Dart Matador was part of Dodge's first-generation Dart lineup, a model designed to give buyers a stylish, affordable, yet well-equipped sedan. Its dramatic tail fins, wraparound glass, and forward-looking design made it stand out in crowd. And today, that styling still gets a lot of attention wherever this car goes. The seller even mentions the fun and unique cruiser that turns heads everywhere. At $8,900, this is an affordable entry into a world of rare Mopars. And since the seller confirms it available as long as the listing is up and even offers to arrange nationwide shipping, it's accessible no matter where you're located. So, if you're looking for a vintage Dodge that combines rarity, character, and solid mechanical condition, this 1960 Dodge Dart Matador sedan in Jefferson, Georgia could be the classic you've been waiting for. Number 6. The 1975 Chevrolet Monza 2+2, listed at $10,500 and located in Massillon, Ohio. This particular Monza shows just 24,000 miles on the odometer, which is incredibly low for a car that's nearly 50 years old. It's equipped with a 4-cylinder engine paired to a 5-speed manual transmission. According to the seller, the car runs and drives great, making it more than just a project. It's already roadworthy and ready to enjoy. The story here is also interesting. This Monza originally came out of Florida and was brought up to Ohio only about 2 months ago. Thanks to its southern history, the car is said to have no rust, which is a huge plus for collectors and enthusiasts, since so many of these smaller GM cars from the 1970s didn't survive the test of time. Now, what makes this listing especially appealing are the extras included. The seller is throwing in 5 lug spindles, a 5-lug rear end and V8 mounts, giving you the option to upgrade this Monza with a bigger powertrain if you want. On top of that, there are extra parts included, along with a cowl hood and even a hard-to-find tinted windshield, both valuable pieces for anyone looking to customize or restore the car further. Cosmetically, the Monza 2+2 was Chevrolet's answer to the compact sports hatchback craze of the 1970s. With its sleek proportions and sporty styling, it carried the same design DNA that made the Vega popular, but offered more potential, especially with optional V8 power. Today, surviving Monzas are much harder to come by, which makes this low-mileage example stand out. The seller is asking $10,500 or best offer, and also mentions being open to a partial trade for AC3 Corvette project from 1970 to 1977, as long as it has a solid frame. That could be an interesting opportunity if you've got a Corvette project sitting around. Overall, this 1975 Chevy Monza 2+2 in Massillon, Ohio, is a unique find. With just 24,000 miles, a clean body, included upgrade parts, and plenty of potential, it's a solid choice for someone who wants a fun classic that can be driven today or built into something even more special tomorrow. Number 7. The 1976 Pontiac Bonneville Brougham, priced at $9,500 and located in New Orleans, Louisiana. What we have here is not just another classic sedan. This is a piece of American automotive history that has been lovingly kept in the same family since the day it rolled off the dealership lot back in 1976. Technically, the car has had 2 owners, but both of them are from the same family. That alone makes this Pontiac Bonneville Brougham a rare find, because it means its past is clear, its story is consistent, and its history is as authentic as it gets. Showing just 79,000 miles on the odometer, this car has lived a careful life. Under the hood sits Pontiac's reliable V8, paired with an automatic transmission, making it a true highway cruiser. And if you've ever been inside one of these 1970s full-size Pontiacs, you know they're built for comfort. The seats are wide, soft, and almost sofa-like. The ride quality is smooth and quiet, and the overall experience feels more like gliding than driving. In fact, many enthusiasts still say the Bonneville Brougham was one of the most comfortable cars of its era to drive or ride in. Now, the seller is transparent that this car does need some work. Like many classics approaching their 50th birthday, it's not perfect, but the bones are strong, and what you're really getting here is a complete, original, and unmodified survivor that can be restored at your own pace. A car like this doesn't just turn heads. It sparks conversations. Because you don't see too many 1976 Bonnevilles still out on the road today, especially ones that haven't been passed around from owner to owner. It's being offered at $9,500 or best offer. The seller is firm. There are no trades, but the title is in hand, which means the car is ready for its next chapter. For anyone looking for a reliable entry point into the classic car hobby, or for collectors who appreciate originality and family-kept history, this Bonneville Brougham checks a lot of boxes. It's comfortable, it's rare, it has a clear backstory, and it's priced fairly for what it is. At the end of the day, this isn't just an old Pontiac. It's a reminder of the era when American cars were built big, bold, and comfortable, designed for long highway cruises and unforgettable road trips. Number 8. The 1977 Cadillac Eldorado, priced at $5,000 and located in North Glen, Colorado. Here we have a true American luxury icon, the 1977 Cadillac Eldorado. This full-size personal luxury coupe represents the height of Cadillac's bold design era of the 1970s. It shows just 72,400 miles on the odometer, making a low-mileage survivor for a nearly 50-year-old car. The seller notes that up until about 6 months ago, this Eldorado was a reliable, fun-to-drive classic cruiser that always drew compliments wherever it went. Inside, it's packed with luxury features that Cadillac was famous for. All of the interior lights work. The gauges function properly with no warning lights showing. And even details like the retractable antenna, radio with 8-track player, exterior lights, door locks, and the automatic closing trunk are all in working condition. The seats and headliner remain in great shape, with only some minor cracking visible on the dash, a common issue for cars this era. Under the hood, the car still cranks strong and comes very close to turning over. The seller believes it should be an easy fix to get it running perfectly again, mentioning simple tasks like replacing the fuel filter. The battery is good, and once sorted, this Eldorado should be back to driving and stopping just like it did just a few months ago. This Cadillac comes with a clean title, and the seller is offering it as is, priced at just $5,000 or best offer. Interestingly, they're also open to trades, particularly for a Harley-Davidson Road Glide, Street Glide, Road King, or even a 1,000 cubic centimeters liter class sport bike. That opens up some great options for enthusiasts who may want to swap toys rather than pay cash. As an added bonus, the seller is willing to assist with towing locally within town if the buyer has or can arrange a car dolly at no extra charge. The 1977 Cadillac Eldorado is more than just a car. It's a statement of 1970s American luxury. With its long, low stance and unmistakable Cadillac presence, this is the kind of vehicle that turns heads at every cruise night. For $5,000, it's an affordable entry into the world of classic Cadillacs, with just a little work standing between you and one of the most iconic luxury cruisers of its time. Number 9. The 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, priced at $5,000 and located in Sparks. If you're looking for a piece of classic American luxury at an affordable price, this 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville might just be the perfect fit. Showing 101,000 original miles on the odometer, this car has plenty of life left and captures the true essence of late 70s Cadillac comfort. On the outside, the car does need a little bit of attention. It requires a rear window replacement, and there's a noticeable dent on the passenger door. But beyond those cosmetic details, this Cadillac still presents as a solid, full-size cruiser. The real highlight here is the interior. According to the seller, the original interior is in excellent shape, a rare find on a nearly 50-year-old car. Cadillac was known for plush seating, spacious layouts, and details that emphasize comfort, and this Coupe de Ville still carries those traits proudly. Mechanically, the car is reported to run good. With its automatic transmission and Cadillac's traditional smooth ride, it's the kind of vehicle that can get back on the road with very little effort. For someone who appreciates originality and wants a classic they can drive while doing light restoration work, this is an appealing option. Priced at just $5,000, this 1978 Coupe de Ville offers an entry point into Cadillac ownership without breaking the bank. With a little love and attention, it can easily return to being a show-stopping cruiser, a car that embodies the bold styling and luxury that made Cadillac a household name. Number 10. The 1971 Buick Skylark, listed for $6,500 and located in Fresno, California. Here's a chance to own a true classic muscle A body, a 1971 Buick Skylark that's ready for its next chapter. This car comes with a clean title in hand and shows 89,000 miles on the odometer. Under the hood, you'll find the original, numbers matching 350 cubic inch V8, paired with a 4-barrel carburetor. The seller describes both the engine and transmission as strong, and the car starts up every single time. Right now, it simply needs a new carburetor. Bring one with you, install it, and you'll be able to drive this Buick home the same day. With that fix, the seller notes it could even serve as a daily driver. Structurally, the car is in great condition for its age. The floor pans, trunk, and frame are all solid, which is a huge plus for a vehicle from this era. It also carries desirable features like dual exhaust and the unmistakable Skylark styling that helped define Buick's place in the muscle car world of the early 1970s. The tags are currently on non-op, but that just makes it easier for the next owner to put it back on the road once the carburetor is sorted. This Buick is being sold for $6,500, and the seller makes it clear: serious buyers only, no trades. The sale is being made simply to help with moving, so it's a motivated offering. If you've been searching for an affordable way into the world of classic American muscle, this 1971 Buick Skylark delivers. With its original drivetrain strong bones and a price that's hard to beat, it's a project you can finish quickly and enjoy for years to come. Number 11, the 1977 Lincoln Mark V, listed at $10,000 and located in Midland, Texas. This 1977 Lincoln Mark V embodies the ultimate in 1970s American luxury. Known for their massive presence, long hood, and unmatched comfort, the Mark V was built to float down the road like a true king. And this one does exactly that. The seller describes as the smoothest ride you will ever experience, saying this car literally glides as if it's floating. This particular Mark V has a fascinating history. It spent over 30 years parked in a garage before being brought back to life. Since then, the current owner has invested significant time, labor, and money into restoring and upgrading it to this point. With just 69,399 miles and an automatic transmission, it has plenty of life left and only needs a little bit of finishing work to be fully freeway ready. The interior is rated a 9.9 out of 10, nearly pristine, while the exterior paint is described as a 6 out of 10, presentable, but could benefit from refinishing if you want to show quality. Under the hood and throughout the car, there's an impressive list of new parts already installed. A new water pump, radiator hoses, front timing cover, straight-up timing set, motorcraft carburetor, a full tune-up, a fresh fuel tank, mechanical fuel pump, transmission pan and gasket with a chrome finish, rebuilt window motors, and a new steering rag joint. All of this ensures the car is mechanically solid and well on its way to being a dependable cruiser once more. It does still need a front pump seal replaced on the transmission, which has just started leaking. The seller notes they can take care of that repair, but if they do, the price will increase. The air conditioning also needs to be recharged, but aside from that, this Lincoln is very close to being road trip ready. Priced at $10,000, this Mark V comes with a clear Texas title and plenty of extra parts. The seller makes it clear there's no rush to sell, so please, no lowball offers. For serious buyers. They even have a full walk-around video and a large set of photos available upon request. The 1977 Lincoln Mark V represents the peak of luxury personal coupes from the 1970s. With its sharp-edge styling, massive proportions, and legendary ride quality, this car is as much an experience as it is a collectible. For someone in search of comfort, history, and presence on the road, this Lincoln is a standout opportunity. Number 12. The 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan, listed at $4,800 and located in Concord, Pleasant Hill, Martinez, California. Now here's something you don't see every day. A 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan, a rare piece of post-war American automotive history. This was Lincoln's top-of-the-line offering in the late 1940s, a car that was bold, elegant, and built to compete directly with Cadillac in the luxury market. Today, it's an uncommon find, and this particular example is being offered at just $4,800. Showing about 80,000 miles on the odometer, this Cosmopolitan comes equipped with a flathead V8 paired to an automatic transmission, a combination that was advanced for its time. One of the standout features of this model is its suicide doors, which give a distinct presence and make it a true collector's conversation piece. This car has a fascinating backstory. It was barn-stored since 1985, and while it hasn't run since then, it remains a very solid project car. The seller notes there are just a few small rust bubbles in the lower rocker panels, but overall the structure is solid. The barn where it was stored has since been torn down, which is why the car is now up for sale. The seller has already completed a VIN verification, making the title process straightforward. They've even offered to assist with obtaining a title, making it much easier for the next owner to get this Lincoln properly documented. Along with the car, the sale includes some extra parts, specifically an additional fender and hood, which can be invaluable when restoring a rare model like this. The seller makes it clear they're not looking to waste time. This is a serious opportunity for serious buyers. As they point out, cars like this seldom come up for sale, especially in restorable condition with paperwork nearly ready to go. Priced at just $4,800, this 1949 Lincoln Cosmopolitan is more than a project. It's a chance to own a piece of Lincoln's luxury legacy, a car that wants to find post-war American style and innovation. For the right enthusiast, it's a rare gem waiting to be brought back to life. Number 13. The 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air, listed at $10,500 and located in Evans. Up next, we have a true mid-century American classic, the 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air. This was the top trim level in Chevrolet's lineup at the time, representing both style and comfort, and has since become one of the most recognizable and collectible cars of the early 1950s. This particular Bel Air shows an odometer reading of 100,000 miles and has been tastefully upgraded while keeping that timeless vintage appeal. The body is described as very good, with great patina that enthusiasts often search for and only very minimal rust. An impressive detail for a car that's now more than 70 years old. Under the hood, it's been fitted with a 305 small block V8 mated to a 700R automatic transmission, giving it far more reliability and performance than the original factory setup. The front end has been upgraded with a 1969 Camaro front subframe, complete with power steering, which not only improves handling but also makes the car much easier to drive compared to its original steering system. Out back, it runs a 10-bolt rear differential, providing durability and balance to match the upgraded drivetrain. What you get here is a classic that combines vintage looks with modern drivability. It maintains that unmistakable 1950s Chevrolet charm while offering mechanical updates that make it practical for weekend cruising or even longer trips. The seller is asking $10,500, which is a strong value considering the body condition, drivetrain upgrades, and rarity of finding a 53 Bel Air this solid. They do ask that interested buyers email or call directly. No texting, and to please leave a message if calling. The 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air is an icon, a car that captures the spirit of post-war America with style and flair. For someone who wants a blend of originality and modern function, this Bel Air is a fantastic choice and a worthy addition to any classic collection. Number 14. The 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, listed at $1,200 and located in Boerne, Texas. If you're looking for an affordable entry point into classic Cadillac ownership, here's a project car that could be exactly what you're after. This is a 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, one of the most iconic luxury coupes of the late 1970s, known for its bold styling, massive proportions, and smooth ride. This example shows 111,111 miles on the odometer and comes equipped with an automatic transmission. The motor is complete, but the seller is up front. The car is currently not running. They suggest bringing a battery to test it and confirm what it may need to get back on the road. While the exact issues aren't specified, the completeness of the drivetrain means it's a solid foundation for a restoration or revival project. On the positive side, the body is described as being in good shape, and importantly, the seller does have a clear title in hand. For classic car enthusiasts, that paperwork alone is a huge plus, especially at this price point. Offered at just $1,200 or best offer, this Coupe de Ville is a bargain-priced opportunity to own a piece of Cadillac history. Even as it sits, it's a striking car with incredible presence. And with some mechanical attention, it could be transformed into a roadworthy cruiser once again. The 1978 Cadillac Coupe de Ville represents the peak of Cadillac's dominance in the personal luxury market. It was built to make a statement, and even today, it still commands attention wherever it goes. For under $2,000, this is a kind of project that doesn't come along often, a big, stylish Cadillac waiting for its next chapter. Number 15. The 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, listed for $4,500 and located in Luling, Texas. The 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo being offered here is a rare chance to own a true piece of early 1970s American automotive history. Priced at $4,500 and located in Luling, Texas. This car is waiting for a new owner who has the vision and passion to bring it back to life. This particular Monte Carlo shows 1,230 miles on the odometer, paired with an automatic transmission setup. However, it is important to note that the car currently does not have an engine or a transmission installed. What it does offer, though, is something far more valuable to the right kind of buyer, a clean title and the original paperwork from Chevrolet itself. Those documents alone are a significant part of the car's heritage, adding authenticity and collectability to this project. The 1971 model year represented the second year of the first-generation Monte Carlo, a car known for its long hood, elegant styling, and reputation as a personal luxury coupe with muscle car undertones. The sweeping body lines, distinctive front grille, and refined yet bold stance made the Monte Carlo a standout during its time, and these same features are what continue to attract collectors and enthusiasts today. This car offers a blank slate for anyone interested in building their dream project. Without an engine or transmission currently in place, the buyer has complete freedom to decide its future. Whether you want to return it to factory original condition with a period-correct Chevrolet V8 engine, or create a modern Restomod equipped with updated performance parts, this Monte Carlo provides a foundation to make that vision possible. The fact that it has original paperwork from Chevrolet makes it even more desirable, offering proof of its roots and a story that can be carried into its restoration. Cars like this 1971 Chevrolet Monte Carlo are becoming harder to find, especially those with clean titles and original documentation. Many vehicles from this era have either been heavily modified, rusted away, or lost their histories through decades of ownership changes. This example, though missing a drivetrain, carries with it an authenticity and openness that allows its next chapter to be written entirely by you. At $4,500, located in Luling, Texas, this Monte Carlo is more than just a car for sale. It is an opportunity for someone who loves classic American automobiles to take on a rewarding project and preserve a piece of Chevrolet's legacy. For the serious buyer who sees the value beyond what is immediately in front of them, this car represents a chance to build something unforgettable.